Now at 6, it's a story that touched many of our hearts and broke them. And we want to warn you that some of this next story could be hard to watch.
Remember, call back in 2015, Judy Malinowski was doused in gasoline by her ex-boyfriend and set on fire. She suffered through unimaginable pain for nearly 2 years before succumbing to her injuries in 2017. After that, Judy's Law was enacted, increasing the penalty for any domestic abuser who uses an accelerant. Now, several students are working together to make Judy's Law even stronger, and it's an effort being led by her own daughter. 10 TV's Brittany Bailey shares this teen's mission for her mom.
Hello, Mr. Chairman and Senate Committee. My name is Kaylynn Malinowski. I am Judy's daughter.
This is how many of us remember Kaylynn Malinowski.
Please pass my mom's law.
It was 2017, and she was just 13 years old, bravely testifying before state lawmakers, pleading for the passage of Judy's Law.
It was like nerve-wracking because I was like doing something that was going to make an impact later on.
And it did. She and her younger sister Madison were right by the governor's side when he signed Judy's Law. And the following year, she also was front and center when her mother's killer took a plea deal, allowing him to avoid the death penalty.
But looking back at that one incident, I was just upset that he was able to carry on the parent-child relationship and I wasn't.
But that wasn't the courtroom moment that left the most lasting impact. Instead, it was when she heard her mother's recorded testimony for the first time months after she had died.
I thought for sure I was dying. I just prayed to Jesus to please forgive me for my sins and to take care of my children.
And Kaylynn heard her mother's voice again at the same time as everyone else in the courtroom.
Like, I knew it was serious, but it made me realize that it was like even more serious than I already thought it was, and it made me like just still be in awe that like she had the courage to stand up after that happened and like tell everybody what happened.
Now this 17-year-old is summoning up her own courage to follow in her mother's footsteps. She wants to find a way to better protect others from domestic violence.
Like that was like a huge part of my life, and like it like defines who I am today. So I admire her strength, and I definitely like hope that that strength lives on through me.
Pretty sure it does. Do you feel that?
I feel like it does, yeah. Like, because I have courage to do certain things that like if it didn't happen, I probably wouldn't necessarily do.
Now Kaylynn is working on a class project to try to expand Judy's Law. The students want 9 years to be tacked onto a sentence instead of 6, and they want it to apply to not just attackers who use an accelerant.
I'm really excited to be part of this team and push it.
I think that if there's more, like the laws are more broad, then people will be able to feel more comfortable reporting it.
Kaylynn is strong and determined, but she's also still a teenager, well aware of what she's missing and of her mother's unfulfilled dreams.
Thinking about it, there's like so many things that like she's gonna miss. I mean, like graduation is like 90-something days away. So like, that's just crazy that like she's not going to be there for that.
She may not be here, but her legacy most certainly is, carried on in this daughter's mission for her mother.
I would hope that she was proud, and I think that she would just like be glad that I was continuing to stick up for what was right.
Brittany Bailey, 10 TV News.
Well, Kaylynn and her classmates hope to persuade lawmakers to take up their cause. They've been in contact with a few, including State Representative Mary Lightbody.
Kaylynn and her group seem to think that increasing the penalty will increase the deterrent level. I'm not sure. I think that people's emotions get tied up so tightly in these things that sometimes they're not able to control themselves in the moment. And I would wish that a law change would help, but you know, I think we need to work on mental health issues as well.
Representative Lightbody says she plans to work with the students and help them through the process.